Hello everybody, welcome again to Fostering Music. But if this is your first time, so welcome home. This channel's intention is always to put myself into another shoes and hopefully making you guys too experiment different cultures, different languages through songs, reacting to songs from different countries, different languages, to see basically how people think, perceive the world in different places. Today, for example, we're gonna react to a song from Punjabi. It's a Punjabi song. That's language inside India. So this language, Punjabi, I believe, I'm not sure if I'm right, but I believe it's the north of India. They have the Punjabi language over there, and it's very common, uh, as big as the Hindi language too. That I actually didn't know that they have more than one language. They also have Tamil in India, another language that I didn't know before. This song that I'm gonna react to is a song from a commentary, a recommendation that you guys gave me. So of course, thank you everybody who has come here, commented, subscribed, liked it, give me more recommendations, and of course, I encourage you if you want to for me to react to another song in the future, you just put in the comments and I will see it and I will put them in my reaction list. This song is a rap, and I have actually reacted to another Punjab song which was rap too, and the name was like Merana, I believe that was the name of it. And the song that was the song. The name of the singer was something like Sida Mozawala, something like this. I'm gonna put over there so you can see my reaction to his songs before, or maybe after you see this video. Anyway, we're gonna go to this song. I don't know what to expect. Let's just listen to it and then let's see. Here we go. Okay, coming back. Okay.
Kali Denali. एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन
And the protests.
दुनिया च लगदा नी जी जिंद जिवे जेल दी सलाखा पिछे दिन गिन दुखा विच लभदा खुशी एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन दुनिया च लगदा नी जी जिंद जिवे जेल दी सलाखा पिछे दिन गिन दुखा विच लभदा खुशी एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन कहंदे ने मौत गुनाह दी सजा बेते जिंदगी ने किया दा सिला बेते एको सवाल देख दुनिया दा हाल ले ले मेरी मिसाल ना मैं करदा ना बारदा मैं लचगा सड़का ते जिंदगी गुजारदा मैं यारां नाल यारी गैरां नाल मुंह मारी सारी जिंदू मैं एक गल सोच दे गुजारी मेरा दुनिया च आउण दा मकसद की दुनिया च लगदा नी जी जिंद जिवें जेल दी सलाखा पिछे दिन गिन दुखा विच लभदा खुशी एक दिन गमा तो आजादियां ने मुमकिन किते पैसा किते फेम बस लेखा दिया गेम यारा रंग वखो वख पर चमड़ी तां सेम तुसी लाउने हो दिमाग सज्जी दिल है नी थोड़े तुसी उच्चे किते मोढे रख धौणा उत्ते गोडे सदी 21वीं ते उठे बड़े पंगे होया किते चंगे होया ते किते दंगे होया.
Of course, I will actually look at the lyrics later, but for me it has to do with protesting, something about protesting, or basically something like let's talk about the problems in the city, something like this. That's my guess. Of course, I don't understand Punjabi, I don't understand any Hindi India language, so that's a new one for me. Of course, I can just guess what I think it is.
मेरे यार जेल सैरे उत्ते लंगे होया मेरे टप नाल छे बंदे टंगे होया एक आखदी सी बेबे माड़ी सेहत लई शराब करो निकली ना पुत बाहर लोक ने खराब.
Are they doing like a comparison between like the different protests in the world and in India protests.
ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੋ ਕੀ ਜਨਾਬ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੁਣੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਜੋ 84 ਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ
He said
ਆਦਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾੜੀ
America.
ਦੱਸਾਂ ਨਸ਼ੇ ਦੀ ਤੇ ਨਾਰ ਦੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਬਸ ਈਗੋ ਸਾਲੀ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਟਿੱਕੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਈਆਂ ਲਾਈਆਂ ਅਸਲੇ ਤੇ ਲੇਜ਼ਰਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਮੂਰੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਟੇਜ਼ਰਾਂ
ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਚਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ ਪਹੁੰਚੀ ਦੰਗ ਰੋਜ਼ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਛੱਡ ਦਾਂਗਾ ਰੋਜ਼ ਪੀਣਾ ਭੰਗ
Living life, feeling in prison, counting days behind bars. In the streets, smoking trees, how I'm gonna heal these scars.
ਹੁਣ
Okay,
ਘਰ
English.
ਵਾਲੇ ਤੰਗ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਚੰਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਜ਼ਾਜ ਮੇਰੇ ਯਾਰ ਅਦੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਗਾਦਾਰ
I'm wondering why we gotta die for them to give a damn. Begging God, come show us all you truly do got a plan. I heard that one day freedom from this pain is possible. Impossible. Screaming fuck Donald Trump, my people dying in your hospitals. What's the point of me living
Got it.
if I
COVID
can
and
make a
Donald
change?
Trump.
What's the point to be forgiven if heaven's so far away?
ਅਦੇ ਜੇਲ੍ਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੰਦ ਬਾਰ ਅਗੇ ਦੇਸੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਕੱਟ ਰਹੇ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਜਨਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਰੋਗ ਸਾਡਾ ਬਣ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਯਾਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਕਤਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੰਘ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਜਿੰਦ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜੇਲ੍ਹ ਦੀ ਸਲਾਖਾਂ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦਿਨ ਗਿਣ ਦੁੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਗਮਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਜ਼ਾਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਮੁਮਕਿਨ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਜਿੰਦ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜੇਲ੍ਹ ਦੀ ਸਲਾਖਾਂ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦਿਨ ਗਿਣ ਦੁੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਗਮਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਜ਼ਾਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਮੁਮਕਿਨ
Born in a struggle, ready to die, hustle. Ops fuck 'em, guns we tuck 'em, all muscle. Never scared, bone crusher. Let the Draco do the bustin' like he got the Rona. Doctors won't touch him. FTP on my life. Granny raised me on Christ, no tears shed if I die tonight. Mama raised me a G. Daddy was grinding like Pharrell in the clips. Mindless young nigga, my time and Frank Mueller, no diamonds. Still shining like Sean was. Pay them niggas in blood or pay them niggas no mind. I'm thugging, I'm out my mind. I'm 5149. I smoke it into my lungs. It's French kissing my spine. My passion inside is 9. I walk on this thin line between love and hate till God send back a sign. I'm jumping on cop cars and flames. Word to the backwards Nike sign on my Travis Scott's piece of blood stains. Yeah.
All right, so we are an hour and 12 minutes past curfew, and right now, the protesters rule the streets. The National Guard, nowhere to be seen. The state police, nowhere to be seen. The local police, nowhere to be seen. The sheriff's department, nowhere to be seen.
Does remind me how crazy was this 2021. That was 2021. It was crazy for, of course, every single place in the earth. United States, we heard, we saw it. I saw it on the news, I saw it in some places too. Of course, this has to do with the awakening of the Black Lives Matter, the murder of George Floyd, I think was his name, and then the protests that follow along after that hit. I think, first of all, we had the 2020 pandemic and everybody was at home and stress levels, everybody having to remain untouchable. Say. I mean, people who are not able to even talk to each other. And then 2021, there was this big burst. Of course, this American history, it's full of that kind of thing. Protesting and looting and criming and all the types, and some things here. I guess this was something that was expected. If you lock people up, if you put them into this system, that there's an oppression from over the government below. So like you gotta be home, you gotta do everything, and then you don't provide like a safety net for these people, and coupled with violence. This one was everybody was in the home and there was a big media coverage for that, so what should you expect? That would of course happen, and who can blame people who are trying to get their voices being heard? Now, crazy, very crazy. If you look nowadays, we are in July of 2023, and now there is something close to that in France too. So it's happening in France right now. Not exactly the same coverage, because we have a lot of coverage from the United States, of course, but it's the same idea, same police brutality, reaction to that, and then people on the streets just protesting, and of course between the protests you have looting and have all those stuff going together as well. It's difficult to control public, but big protests, of course, it might go away from what people exactly wanted to address at the beginning, and then it can just wreak havoc and go crazy in different ways. Now, I'm gonna try to see what they're trying to say in the lyrics. Now, of course, for me, it would be something related to the protests and people wanting to be heard. So I guess that would be it. Let's see if it is that. Now, the song is, there is English translation for that. Some parts, of course, are sung in English, some parts are not. Here was the start. Freedom from sorrows, one day will be possible. That's the part that the first guy is always saying, repeat. It's pretty cool. Freedom from sorrows, one day will be possible. Freedom from sorrows, one day will be possible. Life is full of hardships, like counting days to freedom, finding gleam amid the gloom. That's pretty cool, gleam amid the gloom. Freedom from sorrows, one day will be possible. Life is full of hardships, like counting days to freedom, finding gleam amid the gloom. Freedom from sorrows, one day will be possible. Death is a punishment for sins, they say, and life is a consequence of the good deeds. What the world has become. 2021 was crazy, really. My words will set an example. You remember what happened at the end of 2021 to the beginning of 2022? Again, new protests incoming. People trying to overthrow the government, right? My words will set an example. I belong nowhere. I spend my life singing and dancing in the roads. I stand for my friends. I spent my life thinking about what is the purpose of my life. Life is full of hardships. I counted the days for freedom. Yeah, find a gleam amid the gloom. This part is in Punjabi. Freedom from sorrows, one day will be possible. Wealth and fame is our destiny's game. The skin tones may be different, but skin is the same. Okay, they're talking like, we are brown, you are black, but we have something related to each other. We're all big thinkers, but not all humane. Took pride in suppressing the innocence. The 21st century is high, where some prove to be the best and others cause unrest. My people are like strolling in the prisons. My rage has risen. Drinking alcohol is injurious to health, I'm always said. Stay indoors, for outdoor there is bloodshed. I fail to understand the current state of affairs, boss. What has happened in America is the same as 1984 Punjab. Oh, look at that. I don't know what happened in 1984 Punjab. But I guess probably it's a civil unrest, right? Intoxication and girls are all bad to have. The people, though, are good, but their ego kills. We're loaded with explosive. How against them with these teasers shall prove invasive? How it started and where it has reached. I every day promise to quit alcohol consumption, but can't quit. He says imprisoned, counting days behind the bar, living life feeling imprisoned, counting days behind the bars. In the streets smoking trees, how I'm gonna heal these scars? Smoking trees like a blunt. Maybe is that right? My family is troubled. They say my attitude is not good. Most of my friends are deceivers. I'm wondering why we gotta die for them to keep it them. Begging God come show us how truly do got a plan. I heard that one day freedom from this pain is possible. Screaming, fuck Donald Trump, my people dying in your hospitals. Sure. What is the point of me living if I can't make a change? What is the point to be forgiven if heaven's so far away? Half are in prison, oh God, most of our race suffer exploitation. There are wounds which will never be healed, our friends who have left us untimely. Life is full of hardships, like counting days for freedom, finding gleam in the gloom, freedom from sorrows one day will be possible. Okay. Game rap, so it's the same thing here. Game rap, born in the struggle, ready to die, hustle, obstruct them. Guns we took them, all must go. Guns we hide them, all muscle. Never scared, bone crusher. I don't understand some of this stuff here. Let the Draco do the busting. Took a gun, do the shooting. Like you got the Rona, doctors won't touch you. And the Rona is Corona. Okay. FTP on my life. FTP. Okay. Granny raised me on Christ. Grandmother raised me by teaching about Christ. No Tear Shed if I Die Tonight. I wanna cry if I die tonight. Mama raised me in the G. Mama raised me as a gangster. Daddy was grinding, broken on my heart. Like Pharrell on the clips, mindless. Young, my timing, Frank Muir, no diamonds. Still shining like shine was. Pay them in blood or pay them no mind. I am thugging out of my mind. I'm 51:45. 51:49. 41:49. Going crazy over my mind. I'm smoking till my lungs is French. Kissing my spine. Like the French smoke a lot. My passion inside this line. I walk on this thin line. My passion's on the 9mm. I'm on the edge of the gun. Between love and hate, two gods send back a sign. Between love and hate, waiting for God to give me a sign. I jump on the cop cars in flames. Word to the backward Nike sign on my Travis Scott's. Dueling while wearing expensive shoes, peace and blood stings. You're okay. That of course is a heavy song, and there's heavy meaning in that. Probably is like a bursting of emotions when people wrote this one. There was unrest for sure, and I'm no person in power to actually say anything like this is good, this is bad, because overall we, the commoners, common folk, especially Latin America, nobody gives a damn about Latin America. We are just forgotten in the word. In this case, I think if I would have my two pieces of sincere, of course, these demonstrations happen. We can't control it. And good that the powers that be are somehow, sometimes inflicted by some challenge. Because if that was the challenge, so they would be totally the utmost oppressive type of control, because they would not have any challenge. It's good to have any challenge. In Brazil, we did have challenges in 2013, for example. It was not race related, it was social class related. And I think this happened in many places around the world. And I think this will continue to happen, especially now with this new economic unrest that we're doing. If there is economic unrest, there will be violence, there will be presentations or provocations and civil unrest. I believe that will happen. And if I was a governor or something that has power in the world, for sure, the last thing I would try to do is to blind up my ideas to them. So like ignoring the facts, ignoring the how can I say, ignoring the movement, the wishes, the wants and the needs that the people protesting should. There was a long time ago something like this happening. That was in France. And what happened? The old government was not even caring about the new needs of the protesters in the street. Long story short, they overthrew the monarchy, and then they started the republic. So, as you can see, it might happen. Of course, 2023 is very different from 2021 because there was a big thing out there. There was financial crisis, there was the health crisis, so everything was boiling in a boiling point. So you should, of course, expect that in that case. Anyway, guys, this topic is so big that there is so much that you can say. I'm really glad to be able to see that people, even Punjabi people, we're going inside this theme and talking about that too. I was not expecting, I wouldn't expect something like this to actually exist. So that's interesting to see different perspectives like this. Anyway, hope you liked my reaction and my 2 cents. Hope it was not so boring. If you have any comments that you want to say, like you were wrong at this place, you were wrong at that place, you can say me in a comment. You can correct me, no problem. I will take that as a compliment, okay? And hope you liked my reaction. If you want to hop along, see more things, more reactions, more songs from different countries, and my opinions about that, subscribe, and then I will see you guys another day in another song from another country.